Gotta get more followers.
Hello everyone, Canadian Futures Trader here. Welcome to this video, something a little different. Going to be doing a kind of a self-imposed trading challenge, that's right. So on the next slide, I'm going to give you the TLDR version, then I'm going to get into the weeds with all the details. But basically, the name says it all. We got about 50 trading days left this year before I am done, take off for Christmas. Going to try to make 50 grand. How am I going to do it? Let's get into it. So it's a fun self-imposed challenge in one of my brokerage accounts. I have 2 live brokerage accounts aside from the funded trader programs, and I really only use one of them for day-to-day trading. So I thought, you know what, in the other account, I'm gonna throw 10 grand in there, see what I can do, put a few rules on myself, and you know what, I think I can make 50 grand, but we're gonna find out in the next few months. So basically, I'm only going to be trading, in brackets, scalping the 10-year treasury note, which is ZN. If you're familiar with me, you know I trade the treasuries, normally the ultra bond, but lately I've been doing a lot of scalping in the 10 years, and it's working out real nice. And that's going to be the focus. There's essentially 50 trading days between today and December 17th. Technically, I think there's 52 or 53, but it's a lot more fun to say 50 days, 50K challenge. And I picked December 17th just because obviously then it's the week of Christmas, I'm going to be traveling, so I'm cutting it off December 17th. Now the cool thing is I'm doing this in my Trade of 8 brokerage account, and in the Trade of 8 platform, you can set a lot of risk parameters on your account, and you can lock them, so you can't change them throughout the day. So the normal one people think of as like a maximum daily loss, which I do have set, but you can also set things like which products you're allowed to trade, and what your daily maximum profit is. And I've set some of those up. So I'm starting out, and I'm going to show you the screens here up next, but if you just want the gist of what I'm doing, max daily profit's going to be 1,500. Max loss, 750. You might be saying, why limit yourself to 1,500? Couple reasons. One, I really want this to be a scalping, going in, grabbing a few ticks type of challenge. I don't want this to be a YOLO, I happened to catch like one super great trade and that's how I got there. I really want this to be an exercise in kind of not just making 50 grand. I want to accumulate my statistics over the 2-month period. And at the end, I'll show you guys, like, how do we do? And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. I won't get too far ahead of myself. Now, I might up these limits to 2,500 max daily profit and max loss of 1,250, basically, 50% of the max profit. You might be asking yourself why, besides not wanting to go for like a big long run, or why limit yourself to a daily profit? It gives you a goal to work towards each day, and as well, like once you hit that 1,500, you're just done for the day. 2, it kind of stops that aspect. I know probably a lot of traders have gone through it where, you go on a hot streak. It's just like winner, winner, winner. And then you start pressing it. And then you start increasing your size and start taking more risky trades. And before you know it, you've punted off all your profit and maybe now you're losing as well. So I like to set this goal. I've honestly been tinkering with this and trying things out the last month. And this is a pretty nice setup. It's I don't want to say it's easy, but I can get to 1,500 profit reasonably, and then I'm just done for the day. So what do you expect? What are you asking of the CFT? I'll do updates occasionally. If you followed me for a long time, you know that one of my downfalls is I'm pretty horrible when it comes to reliably making videos. I kind of tend to go in spurts. Like I'll do a week where I make a ton of videos, and then I'll go 2 weeks where I don't make any video. So I don't want to commit to any type of schedule, like I'm going to do weekly updates or anything like that, because I just know that I won't. Out of how I am, I'm not going to do them. But I will do updates occasionally, and definitely at the end. That's the one that I will commit to. And like I said, I'm obviously, through the updates, you'll see where I'm at. But I also, at that final one, I want to go through my stats. And that's, honestly, I'm much more interested in that, to see how I do. Like when you're dedicated to only trading one product, only scalping, your daily profits are capped, your daily losses capped, what can I put together? So like it says here, I'll show you my total wins and losses, and then also what that win-loss ratio is. MAE and MFE, if you're not familiar with those, there's a new tool that I've heard about online. It's called Google, and you can look those up. Account balance, so we'll see how much money I made. And then the biggest winning trade, biggest losing trade, just out of interest. And then anything else that's interesting. Like I don't want to, guess what else might be interesting. Like what was the total number of, the most losers I took in a row or most winners I took in a row, all that type of stuff. So I'll be curious to see, because I have my stats up to this date. Like, I've been tinkering with this, like I said, for several weeks. It'll be interesting to see if those stats play out over the next 50 trading days. So here's a few things. So like I said, this is in my Trade-Evade brokerage account. I know there's a chart on the screen. Don't worry, not going to be using charts, only going to be using Jigsaw. I put this up here though, it was to show my balance, but then I realized that you can't see it in this screenshot whatsoever. So I zoomed in here on the right-hand side. I blanked out my account number, obviously, but you can see the first 3 digits. And there's my starting balance. So we're starting at $10,026.75. Daily loss limit. Now we're into the risk settings. Daily loss limit, 750. Now these are locked, so you can only change them after the trading day. So sure, I could change these every single day, but ultimately, I don't really have a reason to. I've kind of set up the parameters that I want to have, and we'll go through those. So my daily loss limit currently 750. I already talked about that. Daily profit trigger, 1500. And then down here is where it's technically locked. So lock the above risk settings. So basically can't change them throughout the day. So this stops someone from, say, hitting their loss limit and then just going in here and changing the number so they can keep trading. Like, you get locked out if you hit any of these. You get a nice email from Trade-Evade saying you've hit a parameter. And then the last setting here, I do have it set to only trade the 10-year treasury notes. And that's it, guys. I just thought I would share. Going to be doing this. Hopefully, obviously, the results are good, but we'll see how it shakes out. And hey, at the worst, we lose 10 grand. Not a big deal. I don't think things would get that dire. I like to think I have a pretty good handle on trading those treasuries. Maybe we don't hit 50 grand, but definitely don't think we're losing 10. Here's my website. Be sure to take a look if you're new to me or new to trading, new to the world of futures, whatever it might be. Tons of information. Normally I make videos about the trader valuation space, or I make videos trading the treasury notes. So this is definitely something different than I'm going to be doing with this little 50 days, 50K challenge. But if you are interested in trader valuations, check out my site. I keep on top of all the latest deals, all the greatest. I got reviews. I've been funded by several of these companies. Also have a free futures course. You're interested in those treasuries, this is where you want to come. It's all free. I have nothing to sell. There's nowhere to, you can't send me money. The software I use and more. Guys, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm looking forward to giving you guys an update. I don't know when it'll be, but our paths will cross in the future, and I know when they do, they will be grand. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video.